Good morning, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today with Ashley from Blue Eyed Gypsy
Good morning.
Soul, and we are here to do the beginning of the Sacral Chakra Week. So we'll be going over what exactly the sacral is, what are the functions of this, what does it mean, over questions you can ask yourself to see if you're in balance, what imbalances and imbalances cause. Good morning, Jason. Also, illnesses and meditations, yoga poses, stones, healing stones that you can use, as well as essential oils and all kinds of good information to give you the most information that we can possibly give you in 1 week on what it is and how to use it. So we always feel that the more information we have on anything with the spiritual progress, that, you know,
knowledge is power.
Yes, exactly. So the more we can work with it, and being aware is very key. So yeah, we hope everyone's doing well this morning.
I will let you guys know that my weekend has not been of feeling great. I am barely hanging in there, so everyone work with me this morning if my mouth doesn't work.
Yeah. And listen, we all know, good morning, Debbie, that the energy has been so heightened. Like last week, I was beating the hell out of myself, just randomly. I mean, I was hurting myself all week. And just accidents happening. It was crazy. There's just so much chaos. But I feel the energy definitely lifting, and I feel more motivated this week. I'm actually on top of my game, so it's really refreshing. You'll get there.
I'm not, guys. I was like writing my notes last night, and I got 2 paragraphs in, and I was like, I can't do anymore.
It's hard when the energy is not supporting you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a good
hey, babe.
case of, you know, 2 people who are very similar in a lot of ways, but how 2 individual people, even with us being so close, living under the same roof, can be feeling and being supported energetically in different ways. I needed my rest time at a certain point, and she needs hers. So, you know, it's all about the balance and divine timing. Like, everyone's going to be different at different points throughout the day, or even throughout the week and months ahead.
Long story short, we all feel it. It's not just you guys.
It's not.
Please do not think because we get here and do these awesome morning motivation meditations that we have our complete shit together, because we don't. Jessica is on top of everything, though. We're going to run and do a few things this morning for her business. Super excited about that.
So wish me luck, y'all.
Also, Lachey is not here yet, but she had some things going on this morning, and she asked that we all send love and light. So if everyone can just take a moment and send some love and light to our sister Lachey, she would greatly appreciate it. We love you, Lachey.
We love you. You're going to do great, man.
Everything's about to be wonderful.
It is. Everything's going to fall together for you. I just see all the pieces lining up. So don't fret. And we love you. We support you. And
don't cry. Dry your eye.
It's going to be amazing. You'll see. So, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Make sure that y'all like and share the video. I'm going to go ahead and share it to my Facebook too.
I have a dreadlock.
So give me just a moment to do
So what's up, guys? Tell us how your weekend went. We would love to know. Did anybody else have a productive weekend, or were you not feeling good? The weather's been crazy here in South Carolina.
It's hard to stay
Cora.
Motivated.
I'm glad to hear that. Cora said she had a great weekend.
Good. Yeah, I find it hard to stay motivated. Like, I really wanted to, start up my exercise routine again, since it was going to be cooling down, and it's not 100 degrees outside, but it's been raining for weeks now. It's so hard to get out when it's not freezing cold and raining at the same time.
Good morning, Pat. We're super happy you're here. This is a morning meditation motivation. I'm sure if you would like to know if your turtle is gay, you could probably take it to some type of vet. And they'll let you know if your turtle is gay, I'm assuming. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's kind of
First off, do you even know what the sex of your turtle is? Do most people know?
Yeah, you got to go get it sexed and find out if it's a boy or a girl, and then also get it sexed and then find out if the other turtle is gay or is not gay, is a man or a woman, and then I guess then you can go from there. So, Pat, thanks for your awesome morning question. Anywho, for anybody else who has jumped in, good morning. We are so happy you are here with us. So, guys, just trying to catch up on some of these comments over here. Of course, this Gary is texting her and his girlfriend broke up a month ago.
His bet is Gary.
Who is Gary? Do I know who Gary is? I can't remember, Cora, if I even know who that is. He said his bet is gay, though. I will go ahead and let you know, Pat, that I'm married to a woman, and I don't think that we should be having the gay talk right now. I don't want to be a bitch to you. So thank you so much for showing up, and I hope you figure out what's going on with your turtle.
Yeah. Good luck. Okay, so we are here to talk about the sacral chakra this week. And
oh, Ignacio's brother-in-law. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, we know who you're talking about now.
So the sacral chakra is, so if you caught last week, we were talking about the root chakra, which is located at the very base of your spine, right? So as you move,
of course, it's sorry off topic. My bad.
As you move up, it's just right below your navel. So think from the base of your spine and in between your navel. Your sacral is placed right in between there, okay? And this chakra has the color orange. So again, you want this chakra to be going clockwise. If it's going counterclockwise,
you don't want any of your chakras going counterclockwise or pulsing really hard because they have a tiny pulse to them.
Yes.
I notice when I do crystal healings and stuff, and we do when we work together and do Reiki, I can see pulsing of each sacral. But if it's like
if it looks like a strobe light, you're overactive.
Way overactive. Because you want to see activity. You don't want it to be just a dead color or just a dead chakra. You know what I mean? And another thing is when we work on people and we get to that area, it's kind of, I like to say below the navel, between the hips.
Yeah.
Like right above the pelvic area. Not down further, but like up a little bit higher. You know what I mean? I'm like, I should work on your sacral chakra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. That is how you can tell if your turtle is gay. No, I'm just kidding. Find his sacral chakra.
But this sacral chakra is, the element that it holds is water. So it has a lot to do with emotions. Okay. But what it really has to do with is not only the emotional aspect, but the pleasure in it, right? So it's all about what makes you feel good. And if you're harnessing that and keeping healthy boundaries. So it also has to do a lot with personal gratification, the sensuality and creativity. This is where your creativity flows from, okay? And if you feel like you've been stagnant in your creativity and, you know, feeling that natural flow, then you could have some sort of imbalance. I don't necessarily like saying blockage anymore because
it's more of an imbalance. Yes. It's not really,
If I say blockage, I'm talking more of like stuff from past lives that have come from time to time to time that's holding you back from really stepping forward into your true self, right? But if it's imbalanced, then it's just little things that are out of tune that are creating a lot of these habits and patterns. So with the sacral chakra, everything should flow and be just right because it's all about flow and flexibility. And if you feel like you're trying to control so much or, codependency or dependency issues, then a lot of that could be coming from your sacral. Okay. So there's a couple of questions. Well, there's a lot of questions. I was trying to figure out how I want to divide this up because I took a lot of notes yesterday. But I feel like if I ask y'all the questions, it will give you something to consider until Wednesday. When we do Wednesday, then I will explain why each of these questions are so important and what the imbalances are. Because if you are balanced, you're going to be comfortable in your own skin. You freely express yourself without being malicious or cruel. You have an abundance of friends and you attend social events feeling comfortable with your environment. You're able to let go of people, situations, and events that are simply not right for you without dwelling or reflecting too greatly on your choices. So, that's if you're in balance. And the reason why I want to ask all these questions, because it really gets
going this morning.
It gets deep, you know what I'm saying, into so many different aspects of your life. And I find that if you actually answer these questions honestly, then you will be able to figure out not only if you're balanced or imbalanced, but if it's overactive or deficient. And that's the key. You want to know which one it is, if it's overactive or deficient, so then you can balance it out. You got to know what you're working with.
Somebody just telling you that you have, if they come to you and you say, your chakra is not balanced.
Right.
How the hell do you know to fix it? If
exactly.
You don't know if it's underactive or overactive,
right.
You don't know how to go about what you're trying to
do. Okay. So one of the first questions is, do you feel stuck in any area of your life? Are you at a job that you're unhappy with, or a relationship?
To type these in the comments.
Okay.
That means I'm not here. So, can you read that for me again?
Do you feel stuck in any area of your life? And this could be, a job that you're not happy with, or you feel like you've put a lot of time and effort into and you're not climbing the ladder like you thought you would. You know what I'm saying? Are you in a relationship that you're making excuses for because you know that they're a good person, but you're not getting treated the way that you need to be treated, or not supported the way you need to be supported? Do you find yourself around a lot of chaotic people and trying to live a more better life, but you don't understand why you still feel stuck? Or going back to being in a room full of people and feeling alone. You know what I'm saying? These are those type of questions. Are you enjoying life? Do you take the time for your hobbies and interests? Are you actually putting in that effort to make sure that you're doing something you love? And that goes back to the self-love stuff too. And again, if it's, what is it?
What was the third one you
asked? Are you taking time for your hobbies and interests? And, going to the overactive or deficient, this is where some of these questions come in. And this is why I want you to ask these questions to yourself and answer honestly. I said that backwards. I was like, that feels
honestly
wrong.
Answer.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you could spend too much time on pleasurable activities that you ignore your priorities or important aspects. So that's where we need to find the line, right? So,
I'm sorry to stop you. Pat, I'm going to ask you really quick. Do you want to take part in our morning motivation meditation this morning? Or are you just going to talk about your turtle? Because I'll get rid of you if you don't want to be here. But if you'd like to be here, that would be great. So I just want to give you a second to answer if you actually want to be here, or if you're just here for your turtle. Because I'm pretty sure you can type in the search bar, turtle care, how to take care of my turtle, where can I take my turtle to get sexed? Like you can, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of places you can search for it. But if you want to be here, I would love for you to be here. And I don't want to just be rude and kick you out. So I figured I would give you a second to answer. You got about 10 more seconds. His mom forgot to take his tablet this morning. Oh, wait. Ow. Burn. Okay, cool.
okay.
Cool.
All right.
And then maybe we can turtle talk another time. Okay, cool.
Because, listen, this isn't the place to...
Yeah, we're not those chicks.
You know,
It's okay, Pat. We just want you to know we get a little...
We're just trying to make sure that people stay focused and that they get the information they need. That's what we're here for, okay? So I hope you enjoy it either way. And honestly, look at these questions and answer them honestly. Like, there is no judgment here. We're just trying to make sure that people get what they need, okay? That's it. So, you know, and that's the thing with these questions, because there's so many different aspects, and that's where, you know, you have to find out what the imbalance actually is. So you could either take no time to yourself or spend so much time, you know, overindulging or whatever it is to get that instant gratification, that you start ignoring important aspects or your priorities. Do you have achievable dreams, goals, and do you take the necessary steps to achieve them on a regular basis? Oh, that one's kind of long, sorry. There's a lot of questions.
Jessica,
are you sure you want to type all these out?
How many are there?
A lot. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have achievable dreams and goals and expectations? Is that what you said to me?
And take the necessary steps to achieve them.
There's got to be a better way.
There's got to be a better way. Maybe what I can do is type them out later, and post them. We can post them.
Let me see what you're working with. Hold on, guys. Sorry about this. Technical difficulties.
So
that's all questions?
All of these, and then these. That's what I'm saying. So let me just run through these real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm not gonna.
You won't be able to.
Guys, there's too many questions for me to type this morning.
And it'll take way too long, and I'm trying to keep this pretty short.
Keep an eye out on the Facebook page for these questions.
We will post the questions later, right?
If you leave them for me in the car while you do what you gotta do, I'll type them out.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
You guys will have the questions before 12.
Okay. So, all right. So again, do you have achievable dreams, goals, and take the necessary steps to achieve them on a regular basis? And that's really important, because we have to give ourselves, you know, certain goals to work towards. So we keep ourselves motivated, but make sure that they're achievable and take those necessary steps. You can't just sit around and wait for them to drop things in your lap. Okay. Good morning, Robin.
Really make sure they're achievable. That's a really big thing. Don't set yourself up for failure by saying, by next weekend I want to make $1 million and build my own home. And I mean, that's super unrealistic.
Right. So just, especially for those of you working on your manifesting skills, start small. Don't bite off more than you can chew and then get, you know, defeated.
Yeah, and you can always say, instead of saying, I before next weekend, I will make $1,000. You can say, by next weekend, I will have made extra money this week.
Yeah.
And whether it's $20 extra or $500 extra.
But you're leaving it open. You know what I'm saying? So do you think you're worthy of being happy?
That's a good one.
Yeah. Do you believe happiness is for others? Do you often say, I'll be happy when? I mean, I used to say that shit all the time, y'all. I'll be happier when I have this, or I'll be happier when I do this.
I read something yesterday that said you can't just be happy when you finally manifest what it is you want. You have to be happy along the way, or the manifesting will never happen.
Exactly. It's about enjoying the ride, y'all. And listen, the more you stress about it, the more you're going to push it out. So, and I really think it's funny too, because the energy, like I do the weekly, and weekend energy. If y'all don't see those posts, I post them on YouTube now, Facebook and Instagram, but the energy lining up for this week had so much to do. Like I told her, I was like, I just have this feeling that these cards are going to line up with what we're going to be talking about next week. And sure enough,
even my intention for the morning, you know what I'm saying, is dead on. I don't even think you've seen it yet.
No, I haven't.
My intention for the morning is almost the same, in the same category. So I mean, it's all syncing up as always, as it always does for us. That's our thing.
It is. I love it. Do you believe happiness is within everyone's reach? You know, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, so many people get on this thing of it's always just out of reach, and I do it too. But Danny, listen, I can feel it so close. Hey, Danny.
Drive safe, hon.
Yeah, just please don't text and drive. Oh my God, fire in the hole. All right. And do you think you're not good enough? And I used to be one of those people. I was always fearful of losing people because I was never good enough. Because that's what I was told my entire life by other people, you know, and that's where I'm at, is finding my own story and finding my own truth and not listening to what everyone.
And the thing is we've been friends for so long that I physically witnessed this. I witnessed some family members. I witnessed ex-boyfriends and ex-friends, and even people that we still know. I've witnessed be very, very, very mean to Jessica. And she was never she wasn't a mean person. And so that's where the
and those were just like tidbits. You know, when I went back and I told my mom how long it was actually going on, she was like, you never said anything. It's like, but it was just a constant thing. Like, why bring it up every day? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't know why. And maybe it is that whole, you know, being the light and being the good that people want to bash it down. I don't know, but
we're in a crazy world.
It is, and I've learned to accept it because I'm actually more confident now in my 30s than I've ever been, and I'm totally okay with that.
We've told my oldest daughter too, my 13-year-old. We've told her, she'll be 13 in March.
So she's so beautiful, y'all.
I'm not ready for that, but we were telling her the same thing. Kids are assholes.
They are assholes.
They are really mean and they are really hateful, and they learn those things from their parents. I mean, they really do. The first few years of life, like we talked about, that first 7 years, what they witness, what they learn, what they live. So they're gonna go to school, and if they see mom and dad fighting all the time, they're gonna fight. They're gonna be angry. They're everything that happens at home follows kids to school these days. So it's been a shit show, and I see it getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Well, and two, you know, you got to think, okay, so the root chakra was based around the from birth to the first year.
Grounding.
You know, that's your security. That's your foundation. It's where you learn love, right? But then when you get to the sacral, I feel like that's more from like the 1 to 2 stage. And that's really when you start getting your own personality and, you know, figuring out what you like and dislike and what brings you happiness. And usually kids at that age, like anything makes them happy. Have you seen the video of the kid with the, you got me an avocado, thanks, Mom?
Yeah, the Christmas avocado.
Hold on, y'all. Here.
We're not prepared. Monday.
Just read a few questions.
Let's see. Okay, so am I maintaining healthy relationships? And do I have friends who mostly bring me happiness, joy, and make me feel uplifted? That's a good one. Do I have relationships which make me or others feel dependent? Am I burdened by a relationship? Or am I able to freely express myself? Those are all really good ones.
Okay.
And then I think it jumps.
Yeah, because that's how I take notes. I take them as I find them. So then what is attractive to you? What repels you? How does it guide the way you live your life? How attractive do you feel? Are you confident about your self-image? Do you doubt yourself often? Do you feel ruled by your emotions? Are you emotionally aware and conscious? Are you often indulging in life's little pleasures to the point of losing balance? Or do you enjoy each experience through a healthy moderation and self-discipline?
Robin, a lot of our things come from channeling. We channel a lot of our stuff that we bring you guys. We do research and we channel. So
yeah,
I believe these questions were channeled by Jess.
A lot of them I will, like, I'll do some research online, and like some of the stuff that I find, yes, are pulled from different articles and whatnot, but a lot of it is from what I'm picking up
when you're a sensitive
intuitively.
person and you're very intuitive, and you're taking these notes and you're reading these things and you're gaining this knowledge, source is always going to jump into you.
Because I might find a question like, oh, that's a good one, and then I'll
you're
bump
reading,
off of that.
so you're reading and you're learning, and then all of a sudden somebody goes, hey, you made that.
Yeah.
And so we get a lot of things that are given to us from source, and we use them with you guys because we love you so much.
Yeah. And listen, even if y'all haven't seen the weekly energy yet, like, I'll be making a video later this evening, going off of the download that I got yesterday, because I could not possibly fit it all in one thing, but you can tell that I was having a hard time, like, just finding the words, and I'm still trying to process it. So just be patient, and I promise we'll get everything up to y'all. And listen, anyone that we have been meaning to email, don't worry, we have not forgot about you, especially Mark. And
we've just had so much going on.
So much is going on.
It's been very, very eventful.
Yeah, so we're back on track, though. I will get to everyone that I've been meaning to email this week. So, okay. So let's see. Can you balance passion and personal discipline? You know, how many times have you, and listen, and I'll be vulnerable for a second, especially back in my younger years, when after my first love fucked me up, I had a very negative self-image about myself, and I just wanted that love and security that, you know, and I hate to say it, but I necessarily didn't get from my father because of inconsistency issues. He was battling his own demons. But I could not find that balance, that when, because I'm a very passionate person, when emotions arise, I was just like, yes, I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it was rough. And I didn't have a lot of personal discipline with my boundaries, with what I allow people to get away with. Even if they proved to me over and over again that they were pieces of shit, I'm like, there's still some good in there. You know what I'm saying? I had a really hard time with that, and being able to allow people to leave my life. I mean, it took me over 5 years to get over my first love. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working really hard on finding that, you know, without feeling like I need to find that validation from someone else. I'm giving that to myself now. So that has a lot to do with the sacral chakra. And then, do you feel expressed in your passion for life? Are you able to speak up? And a lot of it does have to do with the throat chakra, but you know, we've been having this conversation.
The next stream, guys, was watching CNN, but this is
nice. but are you able to express yourself when it comes to your likes and dislikes? Like, there's a lot of things that we like that we have in common, but there are a lot of things that we do not see eye to eye on. And we were having a conversation the other day. It was the same situation, but we had two different like perceptions of it. And we were able to come together and be like, this is how I perceive the situation. This is how I perceive the situation. We were able to come to a common ground about it. We weren't upset with each other for the fact that we had differences of opinion. It was just getting that communication out and saying, okay, well, you know, this is how I feel, and this is how I feel, and this is what we feel like we need to do to move forward. That's how it should work when everything is balanced properly, okay? So, and then the last question I have for you is, are you feeling alive most of the time, or does life feel dull? Life is not meant to be mundane, y'all. So make sure that when you ask these questions to yourself, that you answer them honestly, and it's perfectly fine. We all go through it, okay? There is no judgment here. If you answer these honestly and most of them are fine, then great. You know, that's awesome. But for those of you who can answer honestly and say, yeah, I can check a lot of those off, and it doesn't look that pretty, be gentle with yourself, because literally we've all been there, and that is the reason you were drawn here today, is to make yourself aware and to do the necessary work to move forward in a healthy way. So congratulations for showing up, and hopefully you'll do the work. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there, and you can
So for those of you that are new, that do not know me, I'm a crystal goddess, and I love talking about crystals, minerals, and rocks. And for the sacral chakra, I want to say I pulled up. I pulled up 3. Yes, it was 3. I really wasn't feeling good last night, so I tried to get you guys some good information. So the first one that I found that's really helpful with the sacral chakra is fire gate. Now, it's kind of an orangish color. If you have questions about what any of these look like, do email me. You can find my page, Blue Eyed Gypsy Soul, and email me from there, or email Jess, and she will pass it along to me. So fire gate is going to help with overcoming fears and physical limitations, right? So it's going to repair the mental blueprint, and it will spiritually guide you and helps mature the soul, which is awesome. You definitely want that soul healing when it comes to the sacral chakra. Fire gate is one of the most potent gemstones for spiritual protection within the mineral kingdom. It's extremely important to have some of these crystals and minerals and rocks in your life that really helped ground and pull into those chakras, all of them. It's an awesome thing to be able to collect these beautiful objects that help bring spiritual awareness.
Tingling. They're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
And they're so powerful.
Yeah. And so
I have to say this because they're coming in.
Go ahead.
Just to make sure that anyone,
for
anyone who is new to crystal healing, or doesn't know like the boundaries with them, just make sure that, listen, you can go get healing stones from pretty much anywhere, but you have to think a lot of people are touching them. And like through the processing, and if you're ordering online and that kind of thing, cleansing? Make sure that you are cleansing and charging them, attuning them to your specific energy.
I have notes written up to actually do a video on that this week for the cleansing.
Like, make sure they know this, because I feel like there's some people who are just either interested in working with them, or
and it's so easy to clear them. You can clear them with running water. You can clear them in moonlight. You can cleanse them with sage. There's so many different ways to actually cleanse and charge. Love you too. Have a good day, hon.
Have a good day, Ren.
But I have a video coming up soon that's going to teach you how to charge and cleanse all these different ways. There's so many. And so the fire gate is thought to be an invisible protective shield around the physical body and the soul. The next one that I found was fire opal, and it inspires self-expression through arts and talents and creativity. So it definitely, that mineral definitely ties into the sacral chakra. Fire opal is also beautiful, and I hopefully will have a piece this week to show you guys. I have a piece on the way. That's what Leah's sending me. Also, it harmonizes the masculine and feminine energies, right? Cora, I will have to let you see mine as soon as I get it. I'm waiting on it, girl. It's going to help with the balancing and harmonizing of the masculine and feminine energies, which is also an amazing thing, to be able to be harmonized between both masculine and feminine sides of yourself, because we all have masculine and feminine sides. It ignites inner flames and awakens one's passions from sensual desires and spiritual desires to spiritual transformations. So fire opal is just, it's a great stone to have. It's super powerful. And it symbolizes hope and reestablishes trust. It reestablishes trust, guys. And peach adventuring. So the peach adventuring is going to reconcile emotions from past life physical trauma. I feel like there was a lot of extra syllables in that. It's cool. It activates physical energies and supports manifestations of divine wisdom. I love that word, divine wisdom. That's a beautiful, it's like a beautiful little, it's going to use pure life force energy to clear any imbalances between the sacral and your third eye chakra, which is two that you really want to work together. They play off of each other, which we'll get there. But it happened to pop up, so I wanted to make sure that I got it written down. Aligning vibrations for the greater good. It helps you in remaining steadfast and keeping you with diligence to continue moving forward. Those are all some really good stones. Soon I'm going to start trying to show some of them that I have. But like we said, it was a crazy weekend, so I didn't plan as well as I wanted to.
So we're going to move into meditation, and we're going to try to keep this one kind of short. So I was planning on doing a little bit longer one. So if I have the energy when I get back, I will make the video for the energy that I was picking up for this week, and I'll do a longer meditation. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But today we'll just make this kind of quick. All right, so for anyone that is operating heavy machinery, you are not allowed to do this, okay? If you are at work, I wouldn't suggest it either. It might make you tired.
You might get fired.
You might get fired. Don't and at your desk, okay? So
don't yourself into no check this week.
Right, exactly. So make sure that you are seated or lying down comfortably. And again, please do not be doing anything that you shouldn't. You should be aware and in a comfortable place doing this, okay? We are not responsible for any accidents that happen due to your negligence. Okay. All right. So just go ahead and get comfortable and gently close your eyes. Are we doing open palm? Okay.
It feels right.
So just lay your palms facing upwards towards the sky, keeping your palms wide open to receive the energy from the universe. Take a nice, big, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Really pulling in the love of the universe and exhaling all the tension and worry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me just run through this. My mom's here, so all right. My bad, guys. Let's start that over. All right, so just wiping away the distraction from around us, tuning in, and your eyes get heavier and heavier. Breathing in the loving, supporting energy that the universe is providing you. And releasing all the worry and tension, just wash away with your exhale. Feel your shoulders relax as your body sinks into your space. Any thoughts of your past, of your present, and your future, just simply put aside for right now. Clear your mind and focus on your breath as your lungs pull in. Feel your diaphragm and release. You feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. The mere thought of opening them just seems like too much work. Feel the energy coming in, the tingling of your fingertips, the cool touch vibrating against your skin. Take one more nice, big, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine a white light pouring down from the heavens above. Washing over you, cleansing, balancing, and recharging everything it touches. As you feel this light touch your scalp, feel your hair follicles tingle. Feel your jaw muscles relax as it moves down into your shoulders, down your arms into your fingertips, meeting back in your heart space, down your back. Feel this light pulsing through your veins, washing over, clearing, balancing, and recharging everything it touches. As it moves through your solar plexus and your sacral and down to your root, moving down your legs and into your feet. Your body becomes heavier and heavier, feeling relaxed, safe, and secure. Sit with this light as you imagine this light flowing so freely through you, It was like a river of white light, washing away all of your burdens, all of your imbalances, and all of your worries. Removing and severing any emotional ties that are unhealthy for you. Allowing for healthy communication, letting go of any guilt, restoring you to your creative passions, healthy relationships and friendships, having balance between pleasure and priorities, being mindful of your thoughts and emotions, and allowing everything to come back to a balanced state. As the stream of white light flows through you, so do the circumstances of life, allowing everything to happen as it naturally should, and staying true to your authentic self. Never allowing anyone to dull your shine, to be able to communicate without malice, but having confidence in the way you carry yourself. Knowing that this pure form is who you truly are. And it's okay. And as you sit with this energy, I will read the affirmations aloud. Allow them to sink into your subconscious to help balance and restore your faith in yourself and humanity. My emotions are balanced. I feel complete peace from within. I release any need to self-medicate with addictive substances or behaviors. I am free from any emotional connection to self-medicate with food. When I am tired, I rest or sleep. I allow my feelings to move through me and release the need to numb them. I am a creative being. I am always creating masterpieces for my own pleasure. My sexuality is vibrant. It is safe to express my sexuality in healthy ways. I am a sacred being, and I am worthy of love and desirable to others. It is my birthright to receive pleasure and have my needs met. I am comfortable in my body. Relationships are a joy. I attract like-minded people who support and love me. I allow nurturance and comfort into my life now. My relationships are safe, and sex is a sacred connection. I am radiant, beautiful, and strong, and I enjoy a healthy, passionate life. I am in touch with my feelings. I am a creative being, and I feel free and flexible. I feel accepted. I honor myself. I respect myself. I enjoy my life. My senses are now awakened, and I flow with grace and ease. And allow these affirmations to truly just breathe them in, y'all. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And allow everything to just naturally flow through you. Knowing this is your birthright. This is your truth. And this feeling that you are holding right now, the universe wants to share with you. So carry this energy with you today. Allow yourself to stay grounded, creative, and passionate throughout your days. And as I count down from 3, you will become more aware and awake, bringing finger movement to your fingertips and your toes. 3, 2, 1. You can gently open your eyes now, wide awake and aware. So I hope everyone enjoyed that, and
Sorry about the
I
cuts.
wish you all the very best. Let me know, let us know what you think, and if you have any questions for us, we will be glad to answer them. And we wish you all the best in all of your days, and we will see you Wednesday.
We love you guys. Thanks for showing up, and make sure you guys send love and light out to Lachey.
Yes.
Like and share the video, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Yes.
Monday?
Yep.
Yes, we will see you on Wednesday.
And 2, if anyone does want to help support the channel so we can continue doing this, if you would like to see more of it, please do not forget to support the channel by hitting the donation link down below in the description box. We could not do this without you. So thank y'all for showing up as always, and thank you for being that support for us. So yeah.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. Oh, thank you
Sweetheart.
so much. And y'all have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Okay?
Bye, guys.